Hey guys, welcome back to Drew's Forge. Not forging anything today because if you remember in the failure of me trying to make my own tongs video, my stump had cracked. So today is stump repair. Let's get started. There we go. So I was out scavenging. Yeah, there's my sticker on my car. And I might have found a few things. This is for a later project I'm going to work on. But this, a bit big, that's all right. Just some steel banding that I'm going to wrap around the stump. So I'm going to get this out the car and then we'll get started. All right, so you've seen what I got scavenging. My plan is to take that steel banding and wrap it around the stump where it cracked, which I'm going to show you here in a second, and kind of compress it back, and then I'm going to do so on the bottom as well to kind of hold everything together. Strictly because of how difficult it was for me to find a stump, and I've put a lot of work into this one. So yeah, that's the plan. This is because it's hot and I'm sweating, so I'm not here for fashion. But let me show you the cracks. Here's the stump. Here's where one crack opened up. And you see it runs almost all the way down to the bottom. Here's the second one. Same thing. And then I had another one start here. And you can see it almost goes to the bottom as well. So we're going to try to fix that with the steel banding. So let's get started. So first things first, we're going to put some of the steel banding here in the vise so I can start with a clean cut, because you can see the end is kind of messed up. I found this near some railroad tracks, so I don't know what it was used for. Not on railroad tracks, near. That's very important. So I don't know what it was used for, but I'm assuming it was like strapping for cargo, like big shipping containers made out of pallets that they hammer the wood in. They usually put straps like these on to keep it in place. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get to it. Alright, so now I need to wrap it around the stump, see how much of this I actually need. Then we'll make the second cut. Mark it. I can't tell if it did. Alright, let's try it again. You know what? This is just unwieldy. I'm gonna cut off what I think I need, and then we'll go from there. Alright, that should be good. Let's find out. Look at that, that's almost perfect. Now I just gotta bend these ends up. And then I'm gonna bend these up, kind of form a tab for me to work off of. So I'll drill a hole through there to use those eye bolts. Look at me, as usual, can't talk. right. So, little test fit here. You know what? I think this is gonna work. I think it's gonna work good. All right, let's get the drill set up. Okay, so switched a few bits, started with a smaller hole, got up to the larger one. So now let's bend it, see how well this works. So drilling the holes turned out to be a chore, right? So now, let's see if we can get this banded. Alright, now I just gotta tighten this up. And I should probably get some hand tools for that. Be right back. Alright, I have a very limited selection of tools, so these guys have made appearances before, so you know vice grips and the clampies very well. Go. Wrong way. You know what? This is becoming very complicated. More complicated than I expected, but that's fine. So I'm going to turn until it hits the stump. There we go. What I should do, yeah, let me get the torch. So I want to torch this a little bit to bend it more to the shape of the stump as I'm tightening it up, so it's a better fit. So we're not looking to get it red hot, just warm it up so it bends a little bit easier. I'm starting to see the wood smoke, so that should be good and hot. Let's not touch the metal. And then once I get this fully tightened, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack weld the nut to the bolt, so this way it will never come loose. Oh yeah, it's bending nice now. I'm just trying to tighten it until I see these cracks kind of start to get pressed together. Then that's when I'll feel more comfortable about beating on this and not have it fall apart on me. So like I said, where I live, it's relatively difficult to come across a stump of the right size that I need. So for those of you who don't know me, in real life, I'm about 6'3 and a half, 6'4. So your average everyday like 2 foot cut of a stump isn't going to work for me. Now if I had an anvil, it would, but oh yeah, the cracks are already starting to shrink up a bit. beautiful. Oh, still hot. Yeah. All right, now we just gotta do the other side. Should have probably taken the anvil off first. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Boy. That seriously just happened? So, let me sit down. So what's happened is because the wood cracked, it expanded. So my anvil fell a little bit further into that area I chiseled out for it. And now that I've gone and tightened it up, it's kind of locked it in there. What are you gonna do? It's comforting knowing it won't go nowhere. I don't know how I'm gonna do the second band. Well, maybe I got this little table here I usually have my forge sit on. It's a flimsy thing. I do have a whole bunch of steel that you've seen a little bit of in the start of this video that I'm going to be fabricating a steel table out of for welding and everything else. And so I think I'm going to put it on this table. It should be strong enough to hold it. I mean, it holds my forge, and that thing with the cast castable refractory and everything in there, it's about 50 pounds, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, but right around in that neighborhood. I mean, I haven't taken it to Jenny Craig and had it weighed. So it should work. So I'm gonna stop this, get this set up, and I'm not gonna make you guys watch me going through and cutting the band, but we're gonna get the second band ready to go, and then I'll be back to film. I didn't film. Wasn't on purpose. Well, somewhat. So when I lifted the stump to put it on my little table, it couldn't handle the weight and it collapsed. I'm glad this happened with the stump and not with my forge. But I got the second band on. I'm going to show it to you here in a second. I'm about ready to weld the bolts so they don't move, and then the stump is repaired until I can find another one. So I feel confident beating on it now. So let me show you. One we did, and there's the second one. I cut a little bit too short, so these ended up bending in more than I wanted, but it's tight. It's not going nowhere. The reason I don't have a third is eventually I want to, because the stump sits a little off kilter like this, so I need to plane it out, but I don't have a plane yet, so, but that's going to be later. I got to get a saw and a plane. I have a saw, but it's too small for this. Sorry, my nose is running. I don't know why. It's like 110 degrees out here. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm going to go get the welder. I'm going to weld the bolt. Same with this one. And then the stump repair is done, and that's it for this video. Yay! So, totally forgot to show you the table that collapsed. Let me flip this around. And there it is. Ooh, add camera work. Let's see where it bent right there in the leg. So, looks like I got built that table sooner than expected. But for now, let's finish banding the stump. Very hot out here today, but stump repair is done. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Oh wait, let me show you the verdict first. Again, remember I'm not a welder, but so I welded the steel to the bolt, and then the steel to the nut, and then the nut to the threads. I did the same thing on that one down there. So this ain't going nowhere. This is it's now one solid piece. I'll have to cut the whole thing off if I have to do any other repairs, but I'm hoping that this repair will suffice. And yeah. So as always, thanks for watching. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one when I'm probably going to be building a table. All right, thanks guys. Bye.